Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're really digging into the current state of cybersecurity. Things are shifting incredibly fast, especially, with AI driving so much change.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it feels like public understanding, the culture around it, is lagging way behind the tech. We've got sources talking about major breaches recently. Think of those airport disruptions, Land Rover, Jaguar. And then there's this whole other level with deepfake identity theft. It's pretty alarming stuff.
It is, and that speed of change, that's exactly why we're seeing this huge spike in public interest now. For years, cybersecurity felt like, well, a back office IT thing, right?
Totally.
But now it's front page news. We've actually seen conversations about this stuff on really big global platforms. I mean, think like the biggest Spanish language podcast getting massive views. Yeah, like 2.5, maybe 2.6 million views for just one chat. It just shows people are hungry for this information. They really want to understand it. They just need it explained, accessibly.
That hunger is key because, wow, the tech is moving fast. I mean, 6 months ago, was anyone really talking AI security this intensely? Now it's like, it's the whole conversation.
It dominates the agenda, yeah.
But I got to push back a bit. Is everything really new? Our sources keep circling back to, well, the basics.
That's actually a really good point. Because if you strip away the hype, the buzzwords, fundamentally the risk scenario is, it's the usual one, el de siempre, as they say.
Right.
There are always risks, always threats to manage, always human mistakes. That's the constant in tech, adapting to what's coming while managing what's already here.
Okay, but the hype cycles are real. We're all laser focused on AI now.
Yeah.
But I remember the buzz around, what was it, the multiverses?
Oh, yeah, that one. Slight chuckle.
Thankfully didn't quite take off as predicted. And blockchain, before that total revolution promise, now it's more niche.
Yeah.
Does this constant churn, this excitement, distract from the standard risk you mentioned?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it does. It makes companies chase the next shiny object, the complex fix, when often the best defense is, well, pretty basic.
Like what?
Like IP blocking. Simple concept, right? If your business doesn't need connections from, say, Russia or another high-risk area, just block them.
Seems straightforward, low cost, effective first step.
It is. But, and this is a big but.
There's always a catch.
There always is. Blocking a Russian IP doesn't mean the attacker isn't Russian or even in Russia. They use proxies, VPNs.
Right. Tools.
Exactly. The person hitting your system could be, I don't know, a guy from Alicante with a grudge, bouncing his connection all over the place. The IP address often tells you very little.
Okay, let's pivot to where AI makes things really messy on the human side. Deepfakes. We're way past basic phishing now.
Miles past it.
Our sources detail this case. Luis Vicente Munoz, a public figure, cloned. AI copied his voice, his video, even his mustache.
Yeah, I saw that one. Unsettlingly accurate.
Right. All to push some dodgy investment scheme. And apparently it was hard even for people who knew him to spot the fake.
And what's really striking isn't just how good the clone was, but how accessible this tech is now, making a convincing deepfake. It's relatively simple these days.
It's how simple.
For voice cloning, you might only need, 3 or 4 seconds of clear audio.
3 or 4 seconds? Seriously?
Yeah. Think about WhatsApp voice notes, low-quality stuff people send all the time. That can be enough to create a synthetic voice good enough to fool someone close to you.
And the financial fallout. It's not theoretical.
Yeah.
Huge corporate losses.
Massive. We saw that UK company, what was it, $24 million they lost.
Just gone.
Yep. They transferred the money because they got orders through Teams or a similar system from synthetic avatars that looked and sounded exactly like their top execs.
That level of trust we place in digital comms, it's just not matched by our skepticism yet.
Not even close. And here's the kicker, the slightly absurd part. We see these super sophisticated AI frauds, but people are still falling for scams that are just painfully obvious.
Like the Nigerian prince emails? Are those still happening?
Oh, they are. Or, the source mentioned this woman who genuinely believed Brad Pitt was in love with her and needed her to wire him money.
No. Seriously. Brad Pitt.
Slight pause. Yeah, that's the reality we're dealing with. It's almost funny if it wasn't so tragic. So people fall for that.
How can they possibly spot a perfect AI clone of their boss?
Exactly. The problem isn't just the tech getting better. It's the fundamental lack of critical awareness.
Okay, so let's bring this down to the ground level for businesses, especially SMEs, smaller companies without massive budgets. How should they even start thinking about investing in security with all this going on?
Right. The absolute first step, it's not tech, it's leadership, it's alignment. You have to get management on board.
Buy-in from the top.
Essential. You need the budget, the resources, sure. But more than that, you need cybersecurity framed correctly. It's not just an IT cost line.
It's what keeps the lights on.
Precisely. It enables the business to function, to make payroll. If you operate online, security isn't optional. It's core.
That makes sense. Shifting the narrative. But okay, let's say management is on board. They go looking for help, and the market is flooded with vendors, right? How do they sort the good from the bad?
Yeah. This is critical, and maybe a bit of a warning for anyone listening who makes these decisions.
Lay it on us.
Be really, really wary of the arrivistas, the snake oil salesmen who pop up whenever there's hype.
The von the humos.
Exactly. They'll guarantee 100% security, which is impossible.
Red flag number one. If someone promises 100%.
One, they're either lying or incompetent. Probably both. It's a crucial detail.
Right.
Let me use an analogy. Imagine you take like a 3-hour self-defense class.
Okay.
You finish, you feel kind of tough, right? Invincible, maybe?
A false sense of security.
Exactly. And that makes you take risks you wouldn't normally take because you overestimate your skills. It's the same with businesses trusting a shoddy security vendor.
They think they're covered, so they relax.
Yeah. They get this false sense of protection, stop doing the real work, stop maturing their defenses, and the stakes are incredibly high. Bad security advice can literally put you out of business.
So don't just hire your web designer to do your cybersecurity.
Please don't. No. You need specialists. Ask for references. Check them out on LinkedIn. Talk to their other clients. See who trusts them. Do your homework. Due diligence is everything here.
Okay, let's shift gears slightly to the broader public mindset. There has been a positive shift, right? Like now if the power goes out or the airport has massive delays.
People immediately think cyber attack.
Yeah. We've moved past blaming it on, I don't know, bad luck or the evil eye.
Which is good. Awareness is up, but it's created this weird side effect. Paranoia.
How so?
We're seeing more and more people who are absolutely convinced they're being constantly hacked, listened to, tracked, often with zero actual evidence.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And honestly, often the professional they need isn't a security expert. It's maybe a psychologist or a therapist.
That's heavy.
And inside companies, we know the standard approach, mandatory training, the videos, the quizzes.
The gamification, special sessions for executives.
It often doesn't stick, does it? Why not?
Because deep down, that core human bias kicks in. It won't happen to me.
Right. It's always someone else's problem.
Always. And when you just hammer people with warnings, compliance drills, it just becomes noise. The security team becomes the department of nagging everyone, and employees tune it out because it doesn't feel
real,
not relevant to their life.
So is there a better way? How do you make it land, make it stick?
I think, well, the idea gaining traction is to make it intensely personal.
Personal how?
Like, companies should encourage employees to actually use the internal security team for their personal stuff.
Really? Like asking about their home Wi-Fi.
Yeah. Or, hey, I got this weird email. Is it a scam? Or how do I manage passwords for my family? If the company's experts help solve their real-world problem.
Then security becomes helpful, relevant, not just a corporate chore. Exactly. It makes it tangible. It builds trust and actual understanding.
Speaking of personal.
Yeah.
We have to touch on the risk with all these free AI tools people are using. ChatGPT and the like.
Oh, definitely. Huge hidden risk there.
People just paste everything in, right? Without a second thought about the terms and conditions.
And that lack of attention is dangerous. You could be sending incredibly sensitive personal data straight into these systems, and depending on the terms, historically at least, that data could be used to train the models.
So you're basically feeding it your life story.
Potentially, yeah. Financial details, health info, maybe even password hints if you're careless. You're building the perfect dossier for someone to steal your identity down the line using, you guessed it, deepfakes or other AI impersonation. It's like data laundering for future fraud.
Okay. So we've been talking about needing this culture change for years. Among regular people, among executives. We know the response doesn't match the threat level. What's it actually going to take? What finally moves the needle?
Yeah, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? And the honest answer is, well, it's uncomfortable.
Go on.
In the short term. The only thing that seems to reliably force learning on a vast scale is personal pain, bad experiences.
Ouch. So not warnings, not training, but getting burned.
Pretty much. Think about it. We had that massive blackout incident mentioned earlier. Did society learn a deep lesson about infrastructure vulnerability?
Mostly people just posted pictures of drinking beer in the dark, didn't they?
Right, it was treated like a novelty by many. And arguably, did we collectively learn all the necessary lessons from the pandemic? Society has a short memory for systemic risk.
So the implication is things have to get worse, a lot worse.
It seems that way sometimes. And maybe part of the problem is us, the technologists.
How so?
We're often too. Nice. We always jump in with, don't worry, I'll fix it. Tranquilo que yo te lo arreglo.
The tech support hero complex.
Kind of, yeah. It lets leaders, individuals, everyone rely on the tech person, the IT team, the consultant, sometimes literally the nephew who knows computers, instead of taking real ownership. Instead of treating security like the critical, unavoidable business cost it actually is.
So stop being the easy fix.
Maybe. What if tech services started acting more like, say, legal services, charging serious money just for advice? Perhaps then the perceived value of security would finally catch up to its actual importance.
Wow. So we're ending on this pretty stark idea that real change might only come through technological Darwinism.
It sounds harsh, but yeah, more businesses might have to fail. More people might have to suffer significant financial loss from scams before the culture truly shifts.
Natural selection in the digital age.
If you don't invest in protecting your digital existence at a level that matches the risk, well, the system tends to weed out the weakest links. It's an undesirable outcome, but it might be the reality.
So we leave you, the listener, with that thought. What concrete steps do you need to take, personally and professionally, right now to make sure you're not one of the negative examples that ultimately forces everyone else to learn? Thank you for joining us on this deep dive.